made you pursue a career in music?
First.
I fell in love with music at a young age. I started by first playing the drums, and then after I started playing the drums, I picked up the saxophone, then bass guitar, and then I finally fell in love with piano. And I've always played and sung in church, so obviously Christian music was something that I really fell in love with.
So is that what you would say your genre is, Christian music?
I guess so. If you consider that a genre, I guess so. Yes, sir.
Is that the only thing that you do, or you do?
We've experienced and experimented with like Christian rap. We've done.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be like, you guys do rap.
Yeah, our group.
But I mean, it doesn't have to be Christian because we go to a Christian school. It doesn't have to be, but like we just need to know all the genres and stuff of what you would.
Well, our band, we would do like covers of like secular stuff, but then, God pulled on our heartstrings and said, you're going to be a Christian and you're going to live for me. You need to have the reputation of a Christian artist. So now we strictly do Christian music. We do different types of like Christian genres. Like we rap and we do like gospel, and then sometimes we just do like contemporary. But it's all Christian now. Even if we take like a secular song and we'll change the words, like Bruno Mars "Locked into Heaven," we changed it to "Go into Heaven."
Yeah.
And so it sounds just like it, but we changed the words to fit like Christian
Scenario,
yeah.
like being in front of Christian kids.
Mm-hmm.
So you do like what Weird Al does?
Yeah,
Like,
but in a Christian sense.
Okay.
Yeah, but not all the time. That's only most of our songs is like Eddie James or Israel Houghton. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
And then like what's the other guy's name?
Ty Tribbett.
Ty Tribbett.
It's more of a very upbeat, fast-paced type of Christian thing.
Well, I can tell you how I started singing, so then I'll add more words. I started singing in the second grade, and my first thing that I did was I was in a talent show, and I won the talent show, and ever since then I've been singing. And I love music and I love singing. I was in choir for a long time, but then I decided that's not the kind of music I like. But
a lot of
then,
it's repetitive.
yeah, it's like. But I mean, it gave me training that I needed to be able to sing the kind of music that I do today, and I've been to Hawaii to sing and stuff like that. And then I started going to church with AJ, and that's when I realized that Christian music was the way that I wanted to go, and that I felt like God wanted me to go.
So would you say that? I don't know what I was about to say. What would you say your inspirations are? Like, would Eddie James be your inspiration, or
Definitely.
Oh yes.
do you have any other inspirations other than? Does anybody outside of Christian music inspire you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You want to go first? Or me?
You can go first.
Me, I was very inspired at a young age by Michael Jackson, the late and the great Michael Jackson. I loved how he could incorporate music and dance, and the Jackson 5, the whole group. I was also very, very, my love for piano really came about listening to Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie. Like I fell in love with those guys from jump, and now I still listen to Bruno Mars daily. Like I just love what he's doing. He's an awesome artist, and also my ultimate favorite all time, I think, is the greatest musician to ever walk this planet, John Mayer. I absolutely love him. I have every song he's ever created, and if he's had any thoughts about a song, I will get that too. I love it. Those are my, outside of Christian, those are my biggest inspirations.
My inspirations are well, since I was little, singing wise, was always Christina Aguilera and Beyonce, because they can sing outrageously. And Whitney Houston, I like her too, but didn't really listen to her as much. I think I studied Beyonce and Christina Aguilera and tried to get all their runs down and stuff like that. And then now, like, I like to listen to Bruno Mars.
I don't know how to spell Aguilera, but it's close enough.
Aguilera. Aguilera.
Okay, it's close enough.
Yeah, but let's see, who else? Really just those two. Those two are the two that I really, really like to listen to. Ooh, no, there's this new girl. She's not really famous yet, but she does covers of a lot of different songs. Her name is Tori Kelly. This girl is outrageous. And she is, do y'all know who Tori Kelly is? She does covers of all kinds of songs. She has her own songs, but
doesn't she play with Genevieve Allen? Who's that, Kelly? They were talking about it yesterday in class.
I don't think it's that one.
I don't think it's Tori Kelly.
Okay.
It may be another one, but.
It was what Sydney was talking about. Anyways, alright. Would you spell Tori Tori? Okay. Just making sure.
She's really good. I recommend you listen to her sometime.
Do you believe that you're going to be big one day? Like, is that what you're pushing for, is record label?
Yeah, like not the, like I don't want to seem conceited or
Well, let me,
arrogant, but
is it more of a hobby for you, or do you plan on pursuing it as a job in the future?
I just have one thing to say. My second job is teaching. That's why I'm here. My first job is singing. And that's, like I always said, if I'm not going to be a rock star, I'll be a teacher. There's a big difference there. So I'd obviously much rather be a singer. And then, we have big news, but...
Yeah, we have actually tremendous news. Last night and the night before, we actually got to open for Eddie James, and he gave us advice, told us this and that, some stuff that we're supposed to sign in the near future. I can't really say it, but when it comes to signing things, it's kind of obvious. I can say that, and we're actually going on tour this summer. I mean, everything is just kind of lining up in its place. I think we just need to continue with it and follow with it. And as long as, we just stay faithful and keep pursuing it and just keep having the hunger for it like we do now, I could say in the near future, a lot of other people will be like, hey, I went to school with them. That kind of saying, kind of how we say with James Justice, like, oh yeah, I went to school with him, he's on TV. I feel like it'll be that same way. But I don't want to, blow my head out of proportion or anything like that.
I get what you're saying. I don't really like the questions I wrote down the other day, so we're pretty much improvising all of these. I just look at it,
Sounds good to me.
Which I think I'm doing a good job. But
You're doing a pretty good job. Good job, Will.
I'm not a news reporter, so we'll do that. So, let's see. But we went over that. Have you, I don't know how to say this. Have you put a lot into this? Like, have you risked a lot? Or is this just, you started for fun and it's blossoming, I guess you would say? Or were you just like, I really want to pursue this, I'm going to go out there and make it happen? Or was it just like, well, I'm going to sing here, and if somebody likes it and they ask me to come somewhere else?
It's kind of a combination of all of them. I never would have expected, 4 years ago that I'd be where I am today. Because it started off with just me and my brother, and we had a group that was just called the Gruesome Twosome, and that was it. And we would just go around the local churches and do a little bit of nothing. Then we added some other guys. We added my cousin and then one of my friends, and we called ourselves Them Boys. And we would just do the same thing. And then as time progressed, we went through different stages where we got better and we started to understand what we were doing. And then we started getting a group of people that all had the same vision of, hey, let's do this. You know, like we're good. Let's go for it. And then once you get everybody, that's when the actual band started to form. And now we're going places that we would have never imagined. We're doing things that we probably could have never thought of. I mean, just in within 2 weeks, I mean, we have almost 8 to 9 shows that we got to do. So getting back at 2 a.m. in the morning from doing something who knows where, and then turn around and do the exact same thing the next night. And I mean, it's really
so you have 9 shows in a week consecutively, or like you got 9 shows lined up?
They're lined up. Now our tour will have
We'll have a show every night. And we may be double booked, maybe a few days.
Most nights, but it's 14 days in a row.
But as far as risking anything, the only thing we risk is our grades.
Money and health.
Yeah, for
things
real.
we eat.
Like, yeah, for real. We are on a strict McDonald's diet most of the time. And the thing is like, this is what we like to do. So those little bitty risks, we're not going to let ourselves get in over our heads. Like, I don't know if I did too hot on the psychology test that we took the other day. But I did okay on the other one. So the thing is, also, like, we understand that we are in school, and the people that are in our band are also still in high school. So there's not a lot of things that we can do to particularly risk anything right now. Now, during the summer, that's whenever we may risk something like, we're going on tour for 2 weeks. We may risk staying out there for another week to be able to do more shows or something like that. But it's not, and also, like, God takes care of us. There's nothing that we're going to risk to the point where something fatal might happen. So it's a really, really great experience. Everything that we do is a great experience, and I know that each new place that we get to is just a stepping stool to the great things that are to come, even greater things. So everything is just...
So who's in the band?
Me and her, obviously, and then my brother, who has been trademarked for drumming. I mean, he's gotten offers to play drums all over the place. I mean, Guitar Center has looked at him to have him, as a sponsor person for, we drummer of the month or something like that. And then my cousin.
What's his name?
Darian.
Daria.
And then my cousin Markel plays the guitar.
How you spell that?
Markel.
I just want to sure.
And then Noel is an amazing guitarist that, he's blossomed overnight. Like, literally.
Is he a friend or a cousin brother?
He's a friend of ours. Then Sierra.
That's all the people that dance. I mean, not dance, that are in the band.
Yeah, that's the actual band.
But we have our band
How do you
comes
spell
SIERRA. With our band, we
She's just a friend too?
Yeah, she's a dancer. The thing is, like, with our band, we have a lot of different ministries within one ministry. We have singing, we have rapping, we have dancing, we have ministry, we have, like, Darian and AJ, they can speak. And so I think that's what is so good about us. I think that's one of the things that everybody likes.
Do you guys speak, like, before or, like, during the show or after the show? Like, do you just, like, in between songs, just, like, have a word?
Yeah, like, it'll just kind of flow into it. Like, all of us will kind of know, like, hey, let somebody give your testimony. Or, something small. It doesn't have to be like an actual sermon. It can be if need be, but like Seika was saying, the different ministries we bring, when people come to hear us play or sing, they never can expect what's about to happen. Because as easily as we can start off, just being upbeat and loud, that same way we can start off with a dance, or we can start off with, some slow or rap, spoken word, just a poetry, anything. Like, there's no order to how things will go, and I think that's one reason people really like us, is because you don't know what to expect, so to say.
So you would say that you're unexpected
True.
in a good way.
In a good way, right?
So, did you start in high school, or did you start music? Like, did you start getting into it once you got to Martin, or did you start like earlier in your high school phase, like knowing that you wanted to get a band together?
In high school, I tried, but it didn't work as well because I was so into sports. But when I came to Martin and kind of had to settle down a little bit and I could focus more on music, that's when I started recognizing other people's talents. And that's when the band really got going my freshman year here at Martin.
And for you, you would say that it started second grade.
Well, I started singing and stuff. Like I always wanted to be a singer, but and I always wanted to start a band. But the thing is where I'm from in Savannah, like there was never anyone who liked music as much as I did and had the same goals that I
Like
did.
Savannah, Tennessee?
Yes.
Oh, that's tiny. That's
Yeah, exactly. But whenever I came here, I met AJ, and AJ already had a band. And then the more I started hanging out with them, everything just started like forming together. And I realized that like it wasn't about me and my individual career. It was about this group and what we could do all together. Because literally, we all complement one another. We all get along. We all are all friends. So it's not so much as we are a band. We have become a family. So the thing is, we love each other. And it's just since my sophomore year here, so since last year, that's when I realized that this is what I wanted to do. I get off track. I start talking about everything else.
It's okay. It's a lot to work with, and we like it. It's better to have too much and you can take some stuff out than to have not enough and BS your way. You gotta have, you can be like, oh, well, that's a good part. Not just like, man, what I got put in this. Well, we're just gonna say that he said this too. But, okay, so. Well, we already characterized that pretty much. Would you like to say anything else about anything else?
Yes. Our band, we go, like, our main source of fun is possibly SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
In the middle of the show, like, if for any of those extreme SpongeBob fans, if they pay attention to us in the middle of the show, before the show, or after, they will hear a lot of SpongeBob references.
Yes. 25.
What's funnier than 24? 25.
I don't know if y'all know that episode. They're in boating school together.
We focus, like, on long road trips and stuff. SpongeBob.
Do you guys drive your vehicle, or do you guys like rent a van or something like that?
We use our church van. Like, our church van was actually bought for our church, but it really kind of was just mainly intended for us, van and trailer. So, like, wherever we go, we usually just hop on it.
Have you ever broken down?
Praise God.
Thank God.
No, we also like we do a lot of fun things. Like we go to Sky High. Do you know what Sky High is?
It's that place where your trampolines,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
we go to Sky High and
Many times.
Yeah, and what else have we done? We do a lot of stuff. We've been to
Where's
a
that
theme park. That's in Nashville.
Where in Nashville?
Oh, I don't know.
Take the interstate.
At Sky High in Nashville. You know Sky High in Nashville?
That's the only one we know. I have no idea how to get there. I usually just wake up and we're there. Because they drive, yeah, just go to sleep, and when they're like, oh, we're here, I just wake up.
No. I used to live in Nashville, so I just don't remember ever going there. And my brothers want to go.
Oh. Then we went to the Space Center in Huntsville.
Yeah,
And we do a lot of trips to Chick-fil-A.
a lot of trips to Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
You guys get free food?
Oh, I wish. Actually, one time, they gave
Little surveys,
Yeah, AJ filled out a survey and got a free sandwich.
Mm.
Yeah.
little perk. We've been laser tagging.
Oh, yeah.
Like as a group, we go to water parks, theme parks, like all the time. The money we make, we like, we give it to the church, pay for the gas, get some t-shirts and stuff like that. And then the excess money, we just go have fun.
So how much money do you bring in during a?
Like a lot of times we won't ask for like an offering or anything like that. We just feel like whatever God puts on their heart, like wherever we go, they'll give us.
So what would you
whatever
say
they
that
feel.
your monthly, I guess, salary would be?
It depends.
Depends on
Because,
the show.
you can have like a big show and you can have a small show. Like, since I've been in the band, like the least amount of money that we've gotten was maybe like $50. But then the highest amount of money is $500. For the 500 show only lasted for like an hour at the most, and then the 50, may last forever, but we still have fun regardless. And then like it depends on, we don't ever say a certain amount of money because God's gonna take care of that no matter what. If we need the money, like with the $500 show, He gave that to us after we realized that we needed new microphones and new T-shirts and stuff because we're about to go on tour, so we need to get all of that stuff together. And so it's like, wow, that's fun.
Do you guys have another source of income coming in other than the band?
There's a little side stuff.
But then
we do.
I was
Yeah.
like asking that.
It's not income for us though. Like we don't get the money. We put it all into the church, or we put it all into the things that we need to buy, or we take it and as a group we'll go do something fun, but never do we get the money in our hands to spend on ourselves. So it's not really an income, but it really works out because, most of us, we really don't need money. They're still in high school. Me and AJ can play piano somewhere and then I can sing with him, and sometimes we do get money like that, but as far as the band goes, like we don't get any money personally for that. It goes towards the other things that we need.
Yeah.
So are you still in the fellowship band here at school?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, and you are too? All right, I was wondering.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot going on.
Whole lot, all the time.
It's a lot of fun though. I used to, because I like to sleep a lot, and I used to I still do. I get so mad if we're up like really late and it's like we're sitting there doing nothing for no reason. We're sitting up at 2 o'clock in the morning for no reason. Like, okay, it's time to go.
What hurts us a lot of times is that we'll have to go do a show somewhere and we won't get back to our home church on a Saturday night till like 2 in the morning.
But we still got to set up for Sunday.
And then we got to
So-
turn around and we usually have to be there at 9:30 for prayer service.
Should I just sleep at church? I'd be like, I'm going to sleep on a pew.
Yeah.
I
do that.
wish.
We lead worship at our church, so it's like if we're asleep, everybody else is going to be asleep too.
And we refuse as a group to ever let like anything outside of our main worship service, because that's kind of where we got our start, is just doing main worship at our church. So we won't ever give our main church less than what they deserve.
Yeah.
So we always try to go over and beyond on Sunday mornings than we would on like a Saturday night full of 500 kids.
So what is the age group that you guys sing to?
Man, we've done stuff from a bunch of 10 and 12-year-olds to just straight grown adults, but we prefer the teen to about 30.
We're a high energy band.
So like 10 to 30 is the age group.
Because after you get outside of that, people can't keep up. After the first couple of songs, they get tired and it's like, oh, and they want to sit down.
Yes, we're high energy. We have a lot of fun. We got dances. We're jumping around.
It's a workout.
Yeah.
Everybody in my band, they're all fit. We're ready. I'm talking about Sean T. Insanity Fit, because it's some intense stuff. It is.
Well, I'll tell you
It's
the
like
last
an Amber answer.
the last 2 nights we've been with Eddie James, so like we've just been jumping around and, doing all of our dances. Because, he's on stage, and most of the songs that we do are all Eddie James. Like, all of our dances have to Eddie James. Well, Eddie James was right in front of us, okay? We got to dedicate a dance to him and open up for him. And then whenever he got on stage, he was doing all these songs that we still have all these dances to. So we were in the crowd just doing our dances as hard as we could, because it was like, you get that one chance to be able to impress the person that you look up to the most. So we were just like, oh yeah. Well, I'm sore. So sore. Because, we were like, we were doing the best we could, even though we were in the crowd, but it was a lot of fun.
Hurts my shoulders.
So when is your guys' next show?
Tomorrow in Columbia.
Okay, when is your guys' next show after the 31st?
After the 31st, November the 2nd, it'll be in Ardmore. We're doing a youth rally. I forgot the name of the church. I just know it's in Ardmore. That's it.
Is that,
Breed.
Yeah. I don't know the name. I mean, she's right up there.
I'll just put on there, ask AJ and Seika.
Well, no. This is gonna make me have to.
That way we can like post it on there, and then when they look at it, be like, can join the band at blah blah
Oh,
blah.
that's a good idea. Awesome.
So if you remember the name, just text us before. When are we gonna post this?
31st? Well, I don't know. Post
It's gotta be before the
Yeah.
31st. So I guess sometime in the next.
So,
This is our favorite part of the interview.
Is interviewing me?
yes. Okay, so, who's the person that we like to look up to the most?
Eddie James.
Okay, good job. You passed. Now, okay, but seriously, so what do y'all have to do? You have to write a paper or just do the blog?
Post a blog, pretty much.
We're in this music class where she's making us do a blog. Well, we create a blog and then we blog 7 posts or something like that.
Oh.
And we're supposed to be, our name is Journey. So we're trying to get people that are on their way to fame, and then try to get someone that already made it to fame, which is dude in our class is like, I'm gonna go see Kid Cudi. We'll see if he goes sees Kid Cudi, but like, if not, we'll have to find somebody else. Like, I'm trying to get Genevieve Allen to interview her because she just got back up from tour in Texas, and they went to see the Goat Festival. Is that what it was? What did you post?
Oh, the thing at the fair.
Yeah, the thing at fair in Lawrenceburg. Yeah, the fair in Lawrenceburg a couple weeks ago, something like that. I don't know.
Well, I don't know when the next songwriters thing is, but there's this thing here called Songwriter's Dream, and it's these songwriters that wrote songs for really famous country artists, and they come here and they perform. So if I know that there's one coming up soon, I'll let you know and you can interview one of them, because I know that they would love to do it.
Yeah, and
So, and I mean, they're
famous,
already
like-
famous. These people wrote songs for like Tim McGraw and Garth Brooks, and some of them like Willie Nelson, and like huge artists, Martina McBride, Faith Hill. It's crazy.
Katy Perry. Pretty much.
Didn't Katy Perry start off as a Christian singer?
Yeah, Katy
Yeah.
Perry started off as a
Same with
Christian.
Kesha.
Really? You
She
kidding.
started off Christian?
Kesha? Christina Aguilera. No, not Christina Aguilera. What's her name? Jessica Simpson.
She did too?
Yeah, but they told her she had too much sex appeal.
That's what happened with
Kesha?
Yep.
Wow.
Her dad was a preacher.
What? So is Katy Perry's. That is crazy.
Hopefully that doesn't happen to us.
But Katy Perry still, she doesn't.
She's not like
she's
Kesha.
not. Yeah, she's
not like party. She's
I mean,
like
granted,
believe in
some of her
yourself.
songs are, but the new album that Prism, there's a couple songs on there that she talks about God. I think I don't know. Amber pre-ordered it and then got it.
Well,
was
hey,
just,
I
like,
don't
posting
doubt it
stuff.
because she does. At first, she got famous with "I Kissed a Girl," but I mean that got her in the door. But now she's doing like believe in yourself kind of stuff. So she's telling her little testimony and she's calming down. She's dating John Mayer actually.
They're still dating?
Yes.
They broke up and then I think they got
Yeah,
back
because he
together.
proposed
I
and she said
know.
no. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Well, they hadn't been dating that long. She just got out of a marriage with Russell Brand or engagement. I don't know if they got married. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Russell Brand, the dude from,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever
The
that is.
crazy with the long hair
Yes,
and
yes,
the beard.
yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were married, and then